a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Paul against Russell. Paul, shot is off.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Crowder with a screen to the right side. Paul passes to Crowder. Booker against Edwards. Pass to Ayton. Launches it. Drains the triple. Ayton's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards can't hit. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Ayton with a screen. Booker with it. Russell covering. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Crowder. Clock at 4. 14 feet away. Bridges misses. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Booker against Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Crowder outside. Booker against Edwards. And Booker with the jam.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards for 3. Nice D from Bridges. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Paul finds Booker. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Timberwolves ball.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Paul against Russell. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Paul passes to Ayton. Soft touch off the glass. Ayton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Booker with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Here's a 3 from Paul. The offensive rebound. 4-3. Sinks the tray.
That's a good decision right there to get Ball the ball. Made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
Outside Edwards. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. To the paint. Oh, Booker with a block. Here's Paul. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to...
The previous play is
And I
under
couldn't
review.
tell exactly what happened. And apparently, I guess the refs didn't get a clear look at it either. They have to get it right because this is a big moment in the game.
And you know what? We're watching exactly what the officials are seeing from the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus. We've got...
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Sinks it from distance.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Šarić a screen. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Left side McDaniels. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns trailing. Outside Payne. Pass to Šarić. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. And a nice finish on the layup. And now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Payne. Banked it in off the glass. Payne's got his second basket of the game.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
On the take. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin from deep. And Craig pulls it down. Payne drives. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
And the shot goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
There's the screen by Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And Anderson over to help. Back to Payne. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Noel. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Noel's got his first points of the game. Outside Payne. Pass to Lee. Right side Johnson. Here's Lee. Tipped. McDaniels with it. Picked up by Craig. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Craig. He's off on the first.
Shooting for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniel taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. The Suns have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. There's the screen by Johnson. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Craig. McLaughlin's shot is good. McLaughlin's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Payne, the pass to Sharge. Here's Lee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Phoenix no good that time either. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-6 run.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Towns. Misses the 3. With 1 on the clock. No good. And so it's Minnesota.
For the score, your Suns, 22. The Timberwolves, 34.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game. He's been everywhere.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's 8 in it to 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Here's Gobert. 10 points for him. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Crowder.
Minnesota foul. Karl Anthony Towns. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for Phoenix, Jay Crowder.
And he makes both free throws. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Edwards with it. Give him 8. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Crowder outside. Back to Booker. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now Edwards. The shot no good. Ayton with the defensive effort. The Suns trailing. And that's an intentional foul.
D'Angelo Russell. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both good from the line that time.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Russell against Paul. Gobert with a screen on Paul. And the layup falls. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Booker, good.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Picked by Gobert. Russell to pass to Gobert. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Paul against Towns. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Crowder. And there's Ayton on the assist from Crowder. And now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Picked by Gobert. Russell with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And Gobert with the stuff.
Very important points. I mean, they're trying to hang on to this lead now. They needed that.
Yeah, they have been watching it kind of melt away, but that basket could be what gets the momentum back in their favor.
Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 7 points.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
Reverses. And Russell with the lay-in.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
It's Edwards on the wing. Inside. Pass to Russell. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Edwards against Booker. Up top, Ayton. Crowder, the pass to Aiden. Back to Crowder. Outside for Booker. Shot clock at 6. Crowder with a screen. From the high post. Again, the Suns good for 2.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiden's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Minnesota foul. D'Angelo Russell. 4th personal foul. 15 foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Devin Booker. At the line.
Both free throws good from Booker. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Reed. 2 on the clock. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And it's Phoenix's ball. 6-point game. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Anderson in at the 4 spot. 5 on the clock. Pass to Johnson. The 3. Knocks down the triple. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And now the Suns fast break. And here's Payne outside. And the Suns get another 3.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. Yep, that one's good. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
Previous play.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And it's a completely new group for the Suns.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Crowder, a screen on Edwards. Booker with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Booker, the pass to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He wants all they have to give coming down the stretch, saying, quote, "It's not just the big plays. I want to see us making the little plays too, winning the 50-50 balls. That's the effort we need."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Outside Paul. Crowder outside to take the lead. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Outside Paul. Crowder outside. This one for three. And the Suns get another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Edwards pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Ayton, a screen on Russell. Paul with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Paul. And he makes it on the layup. And the Suns lead by 5.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
Team foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Here's Edwards.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Russell. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards outside. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Outside Booker. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Oh, a high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
And he comes up with a bucket. Edwards has got 5 points now this quarter.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Booker with it. Towns covering. Outside Booker. Back to Crowder. It falls!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Gobert with a screen on Bridges. To the middle. Poke loose. Crowder with a steal. Now here's Paul. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. It's Bridges on the wing. And the Suns get another 3.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
And Edwards slams it in.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Personal foul.
Yes, indeed.
First
Let's
team
just
foul.
call him ladder climber.
Bridges outside. And here's Booker. So the Suns win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on.
other teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
Now look at Memphis' starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane.
First team foul.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now here's Booker following the miss by John Morant. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that one. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. And there's a whistle that goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Booker looking around. Banked in off the glass. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
When they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's Morant missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Booker against Bane. Suns moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Crowder. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Bane finds Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Chris Paul, second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Morant. Down low, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Brooks, and the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Memphis trailing here. Morant looking around. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Drills the three-pointer.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Now here's Booker. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. In the corner, it's Bridges. They need this. And the bank shot is good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Jackson trying to break free. Bane, no good.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Morant following the basket by Chris Paul. Here's Brooks. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Now here's Paul. Takes it off the glass.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Morant with a wide open look. Off target from outside. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker dishes to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Now here's Morant. Here's the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Crowder, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Jones, and it's Conchar into the 2. Suns leading by 4. Sharge passes to Payne. Back to Sharge. The tray. Knocks down the 3 ball. Sharge has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Green finds Jones. To the middle. Here's Aldama. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Driving inside. Payne's shot is good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Shamet with the steal. Charge in the corner. From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Here's Aldama. And here is Green. Here's Conchar. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And the dunk by Booker.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Jackson kicks to Adams. Here's Conchar, defended by Booker. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now here's Morant for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morant's got 6.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Booker. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Booker. Second chance effort. Grizzlies with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Morant outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Baines checked in for the Grizzlies.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies. Desmond Baines.
Morant outside. The 3. They get it again. Jackson passes to Baines. Jackson, a screen on Bridges. Morant. Oh,
yes! And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Here's Booker. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Morant. Got a piece of it.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
And Ayton throws it down.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Morant. He's got 8. And with that, the Phoenix lead has got down to just 10 points on the bucket from Adams.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Booker. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant kicks to Adams. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Back to Adams. Brooks dishes to Adams. Over Ayton. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. All right, Dave, thank you. And
your Suns, 32. The Grizzlies, 22.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Sarge and Johnson are on the block. Cameron Payne is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Craig in at the 3, the small forward. Who's out there for Phoenix. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And so they foul intentionally.
Landry Shamet. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Aldama. Jones with it. Working on Payne. And stolen by Payne. Shamet with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Out to the wing. Here's Tillman. Ball's knocked loose. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Sharch with the screen for Payne. Over to the left wing. Sharch attacking. No good on that one. Great D that time from Green. Inside. Here's Tillman. Tries again to the right side. Conchar, the pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Craig has it in the corner. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Tillman. Some solid defense from Šarić. Suns leading by 12. And there's the drive. Craig, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Count that one. Tillman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Payne passes to Shamet. And he jams it with authority.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so here's Memphis. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's Aldama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Dylan Brooks comes in for Danny Green. Baines checked in for John Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Good on the second free throw. 1:52 left in the third. Suns leading by 15. And Booker kicks to Paul. Bridges dishes to Paul. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
So good at drawing contact. CP uses his smarts to get to the line.
Paul taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Paul. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Here's Aldama.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Crowder is screen on Bain. Here's Booker. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
And again, Memphis no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Paul passes to Booker. Bridges outside. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Bain. Passes it to Aldama. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Morant following the shot by Chris Paul. And an intentional foul right there. The Grizzlies have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts, a lot of misses. The first one falls.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. And Ayton throws it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Bridges against Morant. To the paint. And Adams with the slam.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick and roll set.
Here's Booker, and it goes down 2 points. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They're leading.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, the wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the 4. Now Booker following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. No good from Booker. Bane against Booker. Bane kicks to Adams. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him. And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Suns leading by 15. Ball passes to Bridges. Booker left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
Booker. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker. The Grizzlies trail by 17. And now we've got the intentional foul.
DeAndre Ayton. 3rd personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Bane kicks to Jackson. Frank pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. The shot by Sharch, no good. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Suns moving the ball around. It's Clark with the rebound. Grizzlies shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. There's the 3. No good. Shot missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Sharch outside. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Second team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns? First free throw is good.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of the shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. To the middle. Bridges outside. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Pass to Brooks. And he lays it straight in.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Booker the pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jackson, a screen on Bridges. Down low. That's tipped. Crowder with the steal.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Phoenix.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Devin Booker.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And that one, good.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Adams.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Morant missing. For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Here's Brooks. Phoenix grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Booker the pass to Paul. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This game may not have been all right, David. Thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Now here's Moran. Here's Bane. Counted.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out. He brings it.
Towns for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
It's not just the three-point shooting. It's the range three-point shooting. Towns will fire from anywhere.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. Here's Moran. Over Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked. So he'll head to the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
As physical a player as there is in the entire NBA, Steven Adams putting the defense in a tough spot.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Now here's Moran. It's blocked by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Towns gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Bane. The 3 is up. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Bane.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Towns on a screen. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Brooks the pass to Jackson. An easy 2 on the layup.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Edwards the pass to Gobert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
For Memphis, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Now here's Moran. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to drop.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Oh, okay then.
You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Back to Edwards. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Here's Tillman from outside, off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Down low. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Green, the pass to Jones. On the wing, Conchar. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Picked by Gobert. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential to the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Green in the post. 1 second left. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Rudy Gobert.
Your Timberwolves
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
We've got Nas Reed, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And there's a defensive 3-second call.
After just 1 year in college, Nas Reed declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys.
And so he hits the technical free throw, and it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Adams finds Morant. 4-3. Knocks down the long J. Morant's got 6.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Edwards. Oh! Hammers it home!
So nice. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. They get it again, and he gets that one.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Edwards against Bain. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Adams double team. Jackson outside. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Bain. That shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Left side, Edwards. And there's the lob. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
3-pointer, Brooks. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Brooks from outside. Counted from distance. Brooks has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Boy, the well-rounded offensive arsenal allows Cat to deliver consistently on the offensive end. And boy, he is in rhythm right now.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And here's Morant outside. Russell with the rebound. Outside Edwards. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Towns has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl Anthony Towns.
Payne, no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Russell against Morant. And the layup is good off the glass. Russell's gotten his first points in this one. Here's Payne. Outside for Morant. Second shot opportunity. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Back to Russell. Picked by Gobert. Throws it up high. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the stifled tower with the score.
From deep, Payne. Offensive rebound. Adams, shot's good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And so it's Minnesota.
Minnesota Timberwolves 23, the Grizzlies 26. And get ready for the Jabberwockies.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then it's Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4. Here's Noel. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Banked it in off the glass. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Jones from outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's McLaughlin. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Tillman. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Noel, that's good. Noel's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Shoots. Jones misses.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. He takes it in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Edwards. Tries to save it. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Edwards. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Edwards has got 8.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign. But he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Got to show more strength on the low block to keep him out of position.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, PA, because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top 2-way players in the league.
Pass to Towns from behind the arc. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Morant. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Gobert with a screen on Bane. Edwards pass to Gobert. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
From 15 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. He has 6.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. On the break. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Here's Morant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Left side, Edwards. Here's Prince. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Conchar. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Stolen by Anderson. Fast break, Minnesota. Let's go with a 3. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
Minnesota foul. Jordan McLaughlin. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Puts it up off the inbound. And he lays it in.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to Reed. Left side, McDaniels. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
A line change here for Memphis. And the Grizzlies shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Jackson with a screen on Edwards.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Bain. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota the other way with it now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Brooks, right side. Outside for Morant. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Morant finds Adams. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Prince. To the inside. Here's Towns. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting, really sound basketball.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Prince. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 21. Morant, the pass to Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Second team foul.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Adams. Edwards against Morant. Back to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams could be a force in the pick and roll. There are not many defenders who want to get in his way when he's the roll man.
Russell from outside sends it home from three-point land.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rudy Gobert.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle. Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Here's Adams. Clock at 6. Good, and the setup by Moran.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Here's Prince. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And here's Moran. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
If I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against. If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan, not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Clock at 6. Towns finds Gobert. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Moves back up, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Gobert with 1 on the clock, and slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
The shot by Paul, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Gobert with a screen for Towns. He feeds it to Gobert.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Towns wide open from outside off the mark. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert and finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Ayton a screen on Russell. Ball against Russell, and it's Paul missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Knocked loose. Bridges with the steal. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Outside Russell. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
2 shots.
And so he hits both.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, Floyd, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Now here's Edwards.
2 minutes.
To the inside. Here's Gobert. And the layup falls. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Phoenix no good that time either. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster, giving them...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
Free throw good, Booker.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
The kick out to Towns. And the 3 ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Edwards against Booker. And he drops in the lane. Up off the glass. Booker's got 7.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
And here's Edwards. Feeds to Gobert. Bridges with the steal. Ball outside. Lays it up off the glass.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Here's Edwards, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Al Paul. Great D that time from Edwards. Prince, right side. And he tried. Yeah! Nails the buzzer beater!
Resourceful.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Timberwolves on top, up 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves dancer.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. The Suns trailing. Payne looking around. And they go to the intentional foul.
Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Payne. With the shot. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Johnson, the pass to Craig. Sharge outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson inside. McDaniels defending. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's McLaughlin. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts. Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
And Anderson gets it to go.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
Payne gets a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. Payne's got 5 points now in the quarter. His versatility has made Payne a valuable second unit guy, don't you think, Brent?
Well, he's a pretty decent package out there. He can score. He likes to get up defensively and bother opposing point guards. So it's that momentum that Cam Payne can come into the game and begin to turn the tide for his team in their favor.
Here's McLaughlin. No good with the layup. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Johnson sends the screen for Payne. takes it off the glass. Payne's got 7.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Anderson, the shape. And it's good on the way home. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Judge has the open look. Offensive rebound. Payne with it. 7 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Sharch. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Here's McLaughlin. Craig defending. Anderson can't get it to go. Stolen by Anderson, and the Timberwolves call time.
Time to get up and make some noise for the Minnesota Timberwolves dancer.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Dancer.
44 seconds left in the first half of the game. Edwards dishes to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Russell. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
It's showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Chris Paul.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Russell. Some solid defense from Ayton.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the in one, and this time...
Thanks for the great interview, David.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 23. The Suns, 25.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at center.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it could still be tough to stop.
The kick out to Crowder. Another 3 for Phoenix.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Now here's Edwards. There's the dish to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Booker looking around. Ayton the screen. Crosses over, and the dunk by Booker.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Edwards against Bridges. The bucket is good. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what
at the line for your Timberwolves.
Foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, threw those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That sends Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. That one on Ayton. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Oftentimes when the stakes are raised, you go to your favorite move. We know he's very comfortable around the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot. So he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Edwards can't hit.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
2 minutes.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Towns to the paint. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. Edwards looking it over. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The kick out to Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Booker in the post. Edwards there. A nice shot by Booker.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Edwards passes to Towns. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. Ball outside. Back to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Passes it to Paul. That's tipped.
Such a good defender, Torian Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
Here's Booker. Ayton wide open. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here.
Your Timberwolves,
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Phoenix leading by 3. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the Suns call time.
All right, Timberwolves fans,
And the Suns with a complete completely new group on the floor. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Outside, Russell. Going inside. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Ayton. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Paul outside. Crowder sets a screen for Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. 5 to shoot. And it's Ayton missing. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Nasty move. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Paul. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Second team foul.
And here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Booker outside. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 3.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so him stepping up his intensity, staying in attack mode, that's nice.
And stolen by Ayton. And stolen by Russell. Lots of room. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Booker, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Edwards inside, defended by Bridges. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Edwards. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory.
2 minutes remaining.
Crowder is screen on Edwards. Kicks it out to Paul. This one for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Edwards. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Kicks it out to Prince. 6 to shoot. Here's Towns. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Paul outside. Fires from deep. And the Suns miss again. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. Booker against Edwards. Kicks it to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Russell passes to Gobert. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Ayton.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
That and one free throw upset to a 2-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
Ayton dishes to Bridges. And just miss after miss right now.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Outside Edwards. Inside. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
No good from Booker. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 fouls.
That's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Al Paul. Off the mark. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
it's the Suns to start out. And here's Paul. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Got a piece of it. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside Booker. Missed inside. Morant with it. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. Over Jackson. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Now here's Bane. Here's Brooks. Oh, they get a hand on it. Paul with a steal. Pass to Booker. Now Bridges. Back to Booker. There's the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Morant, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Crowder's got 6 points.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And stolen by Bridges. Booker against Bane. Booker's shot is good.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Good on the second one. You know, talking about Dylan Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Pass to Booker. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Now here's Adams. Outside Morant. From the arc. Crowder grabs the miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Booker finds Paul. Crowder a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Crowder. Stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And it's Brooks missing. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Paul with it from outside the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Now here's Morant. Adams with a screen on Bridges. And here's Morant outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. A line change here for Memphis. 1:07 left to play in the first. Jones against Paul. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Paul's got his second bucket on the night.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early. Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Jones with the block. And they're able to recover. Crowder with a screen. Oh, swiped away. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Shot to stop the run. And it's laid up and in by Green.
Nice look for Danny Green there, taking charge. You love the leadership he's brought everywhere he's gone.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebounded by Green. Here's Jones. Pass to Green. Takes a three. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break up 12.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne, and it's Craig in at the 3. Now here's Morant. That one falls. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent. That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Payne pass to Saric. Back to Payne. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Down low. Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Up top, Payne, pounded by Morant. And Saric throws it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Three-pointer, Brooks. The Suns clear it.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's Bridges. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Crowder, a screen on Payne. Crowder outside from deep. The shot that time not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Ayton with a screen. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Morant with it, now guarded by Ayton. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Ayton. Now Crowder. Crowder, a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Aiden. Just 5 on the clock. Crowder outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Grizzlies ball. Substitution on the court.
1:51 left in the second. Pass to Conchar. Jones against Paul. Jones misses. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
The Suns making a switch here. Šarić checks in for DeAndre Ayton. Greg comes in for Bridges. Shamet, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Payne after the basket by Memphis. Pass to Šarić. Here's Shamet. The three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When trading Shamet for Tobias Harris, the Sixers feared they were giving up a great three-point shooter, and they were right.
Here's Tillman. Outside Jones. Takes it inside, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. It's both from the stripe, and you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal, and the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Now here's Johnson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. And you can count. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen
the previous play is
still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now Payne. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he makes a first. And a new group getting ready for the Suns.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Outside Morant. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. And so it's Phoenix with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back with you shortly. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Jay Crowder with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Morant and Payne in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Memphis. And here's Crowder from the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at 45% of the game so far. Back to Morant. Right wing, and stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. He goes up, and Booker with the jam.
We've seen Booker put up crazy numbers. He's got a nose for scoring points.
Adams with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Jackson, pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
That free throw good from Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. Here's Jones. Pass to Tillman. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Conchar. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. Paul, shot is off.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Paul against Jones. Pass to Tillman. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance effort, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Saric checks in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Craig is checked in for Bridges. And it's Shamet in for Booker. Craig on the wing. Adams covering. Pass to Shamet. Saric against Bain. The Suns need to get off a shot. Yep, that one goes. Saric has got his second basket on the night.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Suns making a switch here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Craig. And it's Devin Booker in for Shamet. Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Here's Booker. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And it's Brooks missing. The Suns have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Crowder finds Paul. Crowder a screen on Brooks. Back to Paul. Soft touch off the glass. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Morant against... Oh! Gets it down!
Show us some power!
Nice!
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
What an opportunity for Chris Paul to drive the basketball. He sees an opening and cuts inside.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Paul against Morant. And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. He's got 11.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. Adams with a screen on Bridges. Back to Adams. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. Bain against Booker. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the third.
Tyus Jones. First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Phoenix. Cameron Payne.
First one falls for him.
At the line for two.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 14. Pass to Tillman. Misses the jumper.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Suns on top. They lead by 14. And we'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Memphis foul.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Craig in at the small forward position. Just 4 to shoot. Craig attacking. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, man. Exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Here's Jones. Another shot. Pass to Tillman. And he dunks it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Johnson a screen on Jones. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Shamet. Back to Johnson. Deflects the pass. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Conchar uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Well, the Suns shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Johnson a screen on Jones. The kick out to Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
A line change here for Memphis. And the Suns will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Craig. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Paul in for Payne. Here's Ayton. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Shooting for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton. Shooting 1.
That's good from Ayton.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
And here's Morant outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Bridges with it. Jackson in his pocket. Bridges misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Morant against Johnson. Morant, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Paul draws the double. Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Adams, the pass to Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And the Suns making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Pass to Bridges. Back to Ayton. Crafty move. And it's Bain with the rebound. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Ayton, the open look. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the Suns lead by 14.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Here's Adams. Back to Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. Adams with a screen on Bridges. And then Morant with the dunk.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Crowder, a screen on Bane. Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Suns.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And what a huge performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Booker no good. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Adams. Now here's Jackson. Adams with the ball. He's covered by Ayton. And here's Bane. Three-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That'll be a second foul of the game. 15 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Paul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win to walk into enemy territory and deliver.
contest has the potential, Clark, to be very exciting. Two teams that can really run up and down the floor and run up the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, if one of these teams gets really rolling, Kevin, they might be able to take advantage of this one, but I agree with you. When you talk about these teams, I'm anticipating and even hoping for tons of lead changes.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Grant, one up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident looking to score with the ball.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Adams right side. Adams sets the pick for Bain. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Offensive rebound. Gobert misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
There's the pass to Aldama. Morant with it. Guarded now by Prince. Back to Morant. Lock at 6. Pass to Adams. Over Gobert. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Here's Edwards. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Here's Adams to the wing on the left. Aldama passes to Bain. Takes it inside.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And so Russell hits them both. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
And Memphis making a change here. Brooks checked in. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And something else that I like is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Here is Edwards. Steven Adams making his last shot, and it's good for 2. Edwards got 6.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Gobert with a screen for Russell. Towns down low. And that one drops for him.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Fast break, here we go. Here's Noel. Nifty move. He takes it up and lays it in.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, he's checked in for...
Oh, what a dunk! Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And Brooks, here we go. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
4 on the clock. Here he goes. Second chance shot.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And finished off by Edwards.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
He got it up. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Brooks. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Morant with it. 5 points in the game. And airballs the triple. That one was way off.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Adams' shot is good.
Nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with it.
Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Edwards kicks to Prince. Back to Edwards. Now the dish to Russell. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Big Greg talking about the great Ja Morant. This guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Prince dishes to Edwards. Towns against Jackson. Prince setting a pick for Towns. Lets it go from deep, and that's Prince. That time on the assist by Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Outside for Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Hits the three-point bomb. Morant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each tray that Ja makes builds his confidence.
The kick out to Towns. And another three for Minnesota.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Morant with a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Baines checked in for Memphis.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And here are the Grizzlies now. 7-point differential. They kick it out to Green. Jones, no one around him. And again, Memphis, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Anderson, a screen on Green. It's tipped, and he gets it back. And Anderson slams it in. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Brooks. A second chance effort. Reed with the block. Now here's McDaniel. By Green. And finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those.
Thanks, David. And whoop.
Your Grizzlies, 25. The Timberwolves, 36.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Baines. And it's Aldama in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Anderson the screen. Here's McLaughlin. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant outside. Shoots the 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Here's Noel. The kick out to Anderson. Now here's McDaniel. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. The shot misses. And it's Memphis the other way. Pass to Aldama. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. To the middle. Jackson finds Adams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Tries it again. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 8.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now they look to build on that.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Payne for 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Timberwolves leading by 6. Edwards looking it over. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got 21 in the game. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Fires the 3. Up again. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Inside, looking to end the run, and Adams with the slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Williams comes in for Brooks, and Jones subbed in for John Morant. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Noel passes to Gobert. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Gobert. Hits the layup in for the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. That's now 8 points for Rudy Gobert. Down low. Stolen away. 46 seconds left to play in the third.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Minnesota also with the sub. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Anderson, a screen on Payne. Noel passes to Anderson. Dishes it to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside Williams. Here's Clark. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Noel. over Bain. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So on the floor for Minnesota, Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Noel in at the 2. Three-pointer, and McLaughlin gets it to go. McLaughlin's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Minnesota. Jones tries in, and rejection by McDaniel. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Tillman, he's checked in for Jackson. And some changes here for the Timberwolves.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Here's Edwards driving the lane and finished off by Edwards.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Williams passes to Tillman. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Clark. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 14. Edwards finds Towns. Edwards against Williams. Gobert with the block. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Towns for 3. They grab their own miss. The shot, no good. Brooks with it. Now defended by Gobert. Tillman passes to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Brooks up on top. Edwards defending. Gobert with the block. They retain possession. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. So it'll be Brandon Clark shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards. Morant, he's checked in for Jones. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double. Big time!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Russell kicks to Prince. To the left wing. Poked away. Brooks against Russell. Here's Morant. And then Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Towns with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Got a hand on it.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Minnesota.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Outside, Russell lets the three fly. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Morant missing. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. From deep three-point range, no good there. So it's Minnesota winning this. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark.